prime time. I hope everyone's doing well. I didn't mean to start a show with someone else when someone else is on. Please don't feel obligated if you want to watch Nikki over at List It or Ditch It. That's a great channel. Feel free to do so. Come back and watch mine. I'm going to hurry up and finish so I can watch hers as well. But I really wanted to practice because I just can't seem to open that chat, and I've been trying different things and looking for videos on it, and nobody addresses it. Everybody just addresses it with the OBS. So that's why I wanted to still, try and figure this out. I know you're supposed to open another window, and I do have some great things to show you as well. I wanted to open another window so that I can see the chat happening. I see that I have 8 viewers, and I appreciate you being here. Let me see if I can figure it out. And do I sound okay? Let me know that as well. I think I need to go over here. Hang on, guys. I hope you can still see me. I'm just trying to figure this out. I see the chat now, but can you hear me okay? And can you see me okay? And how is the stream? Because we're having severe weather here in Texas. That's another reason why I wanted to do a thrift haul tonight, is because my 3-day weekend turned into a 5-day weekend. It's crazy, but we cannot handle inclement weather here in Texas, whether it's snow or ice, especially ice. I tried just going to the post office today, believe it or not. Good. Thank you so much, Lisa, for letting me know. I tried to go to the post office. I did go to the post office because I had an Etsy sale that I had already gotten. I think I got it on Saturday, and I didn't want to have him wait too long for it. And then the Amazon sale as well. They're very strict on Amazon. It was a book. And I just don't like to be late because they will strike you down like that. I mean, they will. And so I went to the post office, and the poor clerks that were there, they were like so anxious to get out of there. They could not believe that they would not let them go home. They were saying that the carriers, the drivers, were pretty much locked down there at the post, and they had to work there in the back, and you could hear them all, joking and laughing and whatever, complaining. But they were not driving. They were not delivering mail. But Thelma Thrift was out there trying to get things shipped out. Crazy, I know, and it was scary. So that's another reason I want to take advantage and start listing these things. I got some really cool things that, you know how it is when you buy things at the thrift store. You want to go ahead and get those listed quickly, the ones that you think will really sell. So it looks like I have a few people here. Thank you so much for giving me a thumbs up already, guys, for coming in. Guillermo, I'm so glad to hear from you. I didn't see you in a couple of weeks on my chat, and I'm glad you're here. I hope you come back for the handbag haul that I'm going to do, Guillermo, because I'm going to have a giveaway, and one of them is going to be a purse, and another one's going to be a jewelry jar. Here's one thing. Oh my God, this is heavy. I went 2 days ago and found this one, and see how expensive these are? $29.99. Can you see that? But I got it for $20 with my discount, but this is back to the regular Goodwill prices. So I'm going to give away a jewelry jar, but I'm waiting to get a couple of bags too. When I hit, excuse me for giving you my back, when I hit the $6,000 mark, God willing, I want to give away a jewelry jar or a handbag, or I haven't decided the choice, or a bag, a jewelry bag. Oh, my hair looks horrible in the back. Or because, I found some of the best things in those tiny little bags. So we'll see what happens, right? So you guys will let me know if you win. It was probably going to be some trivia. I liked having fun with that trivia contest we had last time. And then you can have a choice. And like I said, it's probably going to be a gift card or something, someone that someone else can use that doesn't really care about jewelry and handbags the way I do. So let's start, guys. I'm so excited that I found Vineyard Vines. And this one has the remnant of a tag on it. This is for a little girl. It's a size 10. And I have done really well with Vineyard Vines for kids. I don't think I've been lucky enough to find any for adults, but I have found some kids shorts that actually had a stain on them. Had a little bleach stain. It was kind of small. So of course I disclosed it, and the lady said, I think she offered me 20 when I had them for 25, and I only paid like maybe 3. That's usually my price point. But look, they have a little whale here. They also have the whales, and actually kind of like a map. Looks like a map of Florida. I don't know. Where are they from? They're from up north somewhere. Aren't they? Maine or something? So it's got like a peach cuff. They are with a little epaulette there to hold it up. They're white, and like I said, they're kind of new. They have the remnants of a tag, so I'll say that in the listing, and it says by Shep and Ian. Is that the way all the labels are, guys? So I'll disclose that. I mean, I'll use that as a selling point that they're not used. But the thing is, they have a little shelfware. So I don't know, guys. What do you think? I'm always in this quandary when I find something that's new with tags like this, but is stained, whether to wash it or not wash it, or just say it's got shelfware. I think I'll just say it has shelfware. What do you guys think? Hey, Margaret, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you being here. Everybody knows Margaret, I'm sure. She's got a fabulous channel, Texas Gal Treasures. And, of course, she just started a homeschooling channel. Margaret, please call me so I can give you that stuff for the homeschooling stuff that we talked about. I want to take that to you. So I think you can use it. I really just got some great things on there. Who else is in the chat? Lester Keller, thank you for being here. Deb Mitchell, how are you? I hope I don't look too blurry. Sometimes this live stream gets a little blurry on me. Cindy, how are you? Thank you so much for being my moderator. I really appreciate it. And let me see who else is in the chat. Can I scroll the chat, guys? I don't know. I'm new to this. I can actually see the chat now. How exciting. Retro Diva Jones, how are you? Thank you for being here. Darlene and Cheryl Boucher, Crafty Reseller. All right, let me show you something else. And Peggy Losi, Lisa Lemons, again, thank you. I found this, and they had it all over the Goodwill, guys. It says Diana Gilman. Is that a brand you guys have heard of? These are like stretchy leggings, and they'll fit me. I like them when it's cold like it is now, because they're really thick and black and stretchy. They're kind of like a dressy legging. They're really thick. And the clothing at Goodwill, as you know, I get a teacher discount, and then they have all kinds of other discounts throughout the week. So I think I made about $2 or $3 for these. They're just, like I said, really thick leggings, kind of a blue jean style. I really like them. I think they're cool. But I've never heard of that brand. Tell me if you have. DG2, it says, and then it says by Diane Gilman. And they had khakis, and they had quite a few things from her at that Goodwill. It's like somebody donated their whole collection. Guys, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you can, as soon as you walk in or before you leave. I'd really appreciate it. And again, I thank you very much for being here. I cannot resist looking at the kids' clothes, even though some of my grandkids will not. I have two, and I'm expecting another one. Will not fit into all of these, but I'm always tempted to look because they have the best brands. Here's one brand. It's Jane and Jack. This is a Nordstrom brand. So keep an eye out for those, because these sell really well, and do not be afraid to ask $20 for a small little sweater, because they will go, especially if it's got a nice little horse motif like this one. Isn't this cute? I love it. And this is, what size is this? See, this is already 18 to 24 months. May not fit any of my grandkids right now, but I will put these up, and if they sell, well, they sell, and if they don't, then, you know, maybe a grandkid will get lucky. Look, it's got the little knit elbow patches too. I think they're so cute. It's sold at QVC. Okay. Well, it looks like quality stuff, Linda. Thank you for letting me know. Carla, I'm so glad you're here, Princess Casserole. I appreciate it. Princess Casserole has a great channel too. She has the most beautiful jewelry findings you'll ever see. Oh my goodness. Her and Makeup Zombie. And of course, Angie over at Treasured Vintage. They have great stuff. All right, here is Vintage Cotton by J. Crew. Just a little tank. I actually bought this for my daughter because she loves to wear tanks. Layer them up. This is so cute with some paisley designs. And again, the clothing, it's really, really cheap at Goodwill for me, because like the kids' clothing, they go by age. If they're under 18 months, they're like $1.99. If they're over toddler size, they're a couple of dollars more. And then with that discount, it comes out to about $3. Here's another brand, guys, for you that sell clothing. Now, I just heard about this about a year ago. James Purse. I did not realize these plain T-shirts, they sell for about $70 at Nordstrom's, and you can easily get 20 bucks for them on Posh. And I have sold a plain, you'll see a plain T-shirt in a minute. But this one at least has some sleeves, and it's taupe, and, you know, it's cute. But yeah, they're super, super expensive Nordstrom brand. The Frugal Gal, thank you for being here. I really appreciate you subscribing as well. Here's another one from Purse, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If you guys know, let me know, because like I said, I just discovered it about a year ago. James Purse. Plain white t-shirt, guys. But this one, actually, this is not that plain. It's got a little ruching on the side. I can easily get $20 for this on eBay or Poshmark. So, and this is from that Goodwill that I discovered that has a lot of designer items. But so do all the other ones. You just have to keep looking. You just never know. Okay, here's something. I'm not a big Texan fan or anything, but this was new with tags. So I thought, even though I don't think I can sell this on Amazon because I sell merchant fulfilled. So I don't think I can sell clothing on there, even though it's new. I have to be ungated or something. But this is from the Texans NFL team. But I liked it because it says salute. So it's got sort of a veteran salute. It's in camo, and then it's got the flag right here. I think it's a woman's. It was in the women's department. It says salute to serve, medium, and this is definitely not a man's medium. So yeah, I thought it was really nice. And then it's kind of that dry fit polyester feel. It's not that cotton kind of a jersey. So on sale, $75 and then $40 from the original store. But I got it for about $4. Hope you can see that. Let me know if you can see everything, guys. Guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and also hit the bell, because then you'll be notified when I put out a new video or when I go live, which I've just been, like I said, trying to practice and get that window open, and now I did it. Yes, that's what happens when you practice, right? Trina Turk, another good brand that long ago, about 3 years ago, one of my subscribers told me about this brand. I had also never heard about it, but I knew it was quality when I picked it up. This is a really pretty sheer blouse with, I don't know, some kind of just a geometric print, maybe some paisley going on, lime and blue. This is really pretty. The camera's not doing it justice. It's a lot brighter than it looks on camera. Button down, and then it's got some embellishment there on the buttons. Really, really nice. Trina Turk. And again, the shirts wound up being about $3. And I won't go over that because, like I said before, when in clothing, you never know if you're going to have to clear it out at $10. Marcy Sandusky, thank you for being here. Has a different sizing system. Yeah, they do. The purse does have, it's got like a European sizing system, doesn't it? I think it does. Woman or man. On the jersey, it should say, but I can tell that it's not a man's. The sleeves are way too short to be anything. But here's another Lucky brand shirt. Just this is a little bit more summery, kind of sheer. I love the fact that they do these big tunics like this. They're so comfortable. And this one's definitely more for summer. It's got a really pretty print, sort of a coral color. Really nice. I like this a lot. I like the Lucky brands, but again, they do sell. Angie was asking me for the last couple of videos if I was concentrating only on jewelry. And no, I'm not. I have always sold handbags and jewelry. That's kind of been something that I go back and forth. I cannot really see myself niching in any way for very long. I get bored. So I'll look at clothing for a long time. I used to sell a lot of clothes because I would buy a lot of clothes for myself, and I have 3 daughters. So I was constantly finding things, but sometimes they were hit or miss with them, or they are hit or miss with them. Sometimes they love them, sometimes they don't. So I wound up selling them. So that's why I always sold clothing. But then I started watching a lot of YouTube videos where people were really making a lot of money with clothing. So I started sourcing clothes. But jewelry, again, has always been something that I've sold, and handbags. So I go back and forth. And then other YouTubers that I watch were selling mugs and this and that. And Margaret with her little expandable wooden peg things. I started selling those too because of Margaret. And they sell well on Etsy. So you just never know. I just get bored. I cannot see myself month after month after month just looking through racks of clothing. I just can't do that. It's just maybe because I'm a thrifter at heart, you know, and it's just always been so exciting for me to find this is all a handbag haul. And I can't wait to do that haul. I want to show you that handbag I'm going to give away. And then, like I said, it's either going to be this jewelry jar. I don't know. Did y'all want to take another look at that? What did I do with it? Jewelry jar. Here it is. It's either, this is heavy, guys. This jewelry jar or another one. I'll probably bring a few so you can have a choice like you do at the stores, right? But I'm going to give away a jewelry jar and the handbag. And that's what I'm going to show the handbag when I do my next handbag haul, because I'm getting really close to that milestone. Anyway, let's go to jewelry, and then we'll end with the Grail I was talking about. I think I put it in my title. I don't know. I did, but then I had trouble. I got this really pretty piece for, see, some of this jewelry is high, but like this one was $9, but I got it for $6 with my discount. But it's so pretty. This almost looks like emeralds, you know. It's made really nicely. Let me put it up on this thing so you can see it better, because it has to like lay flat. Isn't that pretty? So this was $6 at the Goodwill, and I did get this a couple of weeks ago. I just hadn't been able to do a full-fledged jewelry haul because I've been doing the unjarrings. See, they're even cut really nicely faceted, in the way they're set. It really looks pretty. You know, it looks like a nice fancy piece. I like it. I think it's cool. All right, then here's another one that I thought was really different. And it was also about $5. See what this one, well, it's marked $7.99. So yeah, I got it for about $4.99, something like that. And at the same store, they have the best jewelry ever. And you know, sometimes you have to keep checking, because sometimes the Goodwill runs out of jewelry. My other Goodwill that was close to my work, they hadn't had jewelry in a month, literally in a month. And then they put out some jewelry jars that were way too expensive. I left them. I didn't get them, which I kind of regret now, because you just never know. So this is the other one. I thought it was really pretty, very abstract looking, very kind of, what do you call it, like a freestyle thing. These are really popular. I think Lucky Brand made a few things that look like this as well. It's got like a little cluster here, some pearls here on the side. And I have sold jewelry like this on Posh. Jewelry like this sells really well on Posh. It really does. People really like to accessorize and buy things. Now you have to price accordingly, because they do charge, you know, $6 for shipping there, but you're saving yourself the trouble of having to factor that shipping in. And sometimes people will bundle things. That's always fun as well. I like that about Posh. They'll put in a necklace and a little blouse, and you can maybe knock down $5 off. You don't have to accept their offer. Look at this, guys. This is so pretty. This is just a long necklace with all kinds of shapes, barrel shapes, button shapes of crystals, and they are that opalescent color, whatever you call it. If you guys have better terms for me, please let me know, and please come back and leave some of your comments in the comment section on anything that I certainly don't know all the terms. See, and then they're graduated as well. Oh, I love it. It's so long. Can you see this with a beautiful white turtleneck or something? I think that would be so pretty. Or doubled up. I always love this crystal jewelry, and I hardly ever wear it. I wind up selling it. Let me check the chat. Cindy, again, thank you so much for being here. I do too. I love the crystal necklaces and bracelets. I found another one from the jewelry jar that I just showed you, or maybe I'm giving that away because I still have another jar to show you. And I just loved it. But this one is so different because of the greenish hues, the pink hues. So if you guys know anything about that, please let me know. Paula B, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, here's another thing. This is a Bulova watch. This is a quartz. I was hoping this was a wind up. This was marked $5.99, but I got it for probably maybe $3.50. And I liked it primarily because, no, it's not a Bulova, it's a Citizens. I liked it primarily because it's stainless steel. And that's next to sterling silver, the metal that I like to find the most in a watch, of course gold, but is stainless steel, because it does not tarnish and get rusted and gross. Plus, look how pretty that band is. That's a contemporary band. It's something that, you know, does not go out of style as far as I'm concerned. I think it's beautiful. So I have my husband now fixing the watches. I think I told you guys. I got him a kit from Amazon. Got the batteries, but we've learned that those batteries are really cheap, the ones we get on eBay for $10 for 20 or so. So really now we're just testing the watches, listing them, and then removing the battery until we sell it, because a few times I felt like he got the watch running and then like a few days later it wasn't running, and I think it's the batteries and not the watch. But I do love this watch. I think it's really, really nice. It is a quartz though, so it needs a battery. I was hoping it was a wind-up. I love wind-up watches. And this is the second band, a vintage band that I found at this Goodwill. And last time they didn't put it in my bag. I should always check. They didn't put it in my bag. See, it's marked $2. And it's a leather band. But it's so pretty. It's green. It's like that 70s green. So I'm excited about putting one of my watches on this, because I have quite a few watches that require bands. I had one that was an acrylic, like a clamp, and it broke, and the face is acrylic, and it's black, and it has no numbers, and it's so pretty, and I'm always having to buy bands for it. So I do like to find the vintage ones. And look at that. The gold is still nice and pretty. Well, it was still in its packaging, guys. I love it. I think it's so pretty. Isn't it pretty, Margaret? Thank you. And this is by Diplomat. Made in the USA. Slip through. This one you just slip through. You don't even need the little thingamajiggies. That is so neat. I really love that. All right. I think we're getting to the stuff that I was excited about, that I called a holy grail. I was so excited to find it. First, whatever gets me money. These have gotten me, and these were marked $5.99. They're Keen. These have gotten me up to $35 to $40, and they were in worse condition. They were not in good condition. These are in great condition. These are kids. And so I got these for about $3, and I'm definitely going to list. You can look the comps up on eBay. They sell for good money. They're a very sought-after brand, K-E-E-N, Keen. So that's another area I always check is the kids' shoes. I have found really good shoes, handmade Italian shoes, for little boys that sell. I've sold 2 pairs for close to $100 or $100 a piece, and I only paid about $6 for them at the Goodwill. Forgot what brand they are. Cannot remember. It's a very funny name. Made in the USA. Actually, one of them was a brand made in the USA, and the other one was Italian. So never neglect the kids area, guys. You may think that people don't pay up for children's items, but they do. There are many people that would rather dress their kids nicely than themselves, and they will spend money on it, even if it's used on eBay. All right, so then here's the final one, guys, and then I'll let you go so we can go watch the other live people, the other live videos. These are churches, gentlemen's churches. These were marked $19.99. I got them for about what, 12 maybe, with my discount, and these are made in England. And that's CHUR/CH', London, Paris, Milan, New York. Custom, what does it say? Custom grade. So these are brogues. I believe that's what you call this style. I know it's called a wingtip, but please correct me and please leave comments when we finish, or if you're watching this later after we go dormant, as to the correct term. But I believe these are called brogues. And these guys, if you buy these brand new, they're $2,000. Anywhere from $1,300 to $2,000 is what these shoes cost. And the comps on eBay right now are anywhere from $800 to $80 used. And the last good pair of shoes I sold with the Edmonds, I think I got close to 100. I sold some Gucci, but they were very worn. I mean, they needed heels and everything. And I got $40 for the Gucci loafers. These have a little bit of a crinkle here, but they're a great color. The only thing that's going to make this a little bit more long tail is the fact that it is a small size. It is an 8.5. Whereas ideally a good men's size would be a 10, 10.5. the average size. Even 12 sometimes are hard to sell, 12 and 11s. But I buy them anyway if it's a good one. And like I said, oh, this is so detailed, guys. You can see where the quality, even the tongue on that has the little cutout design. I don't know if you can see it. Try to pull it out. Amazing. All leather lined. Just an amazing shoe. So gentlemen will definitely pay up for something like this when they don't want to pay the, $1,200, $2,000 for, I think these are hand stitched. They're all of boots that were selling for about $80, but they were also a small size. So, sometimes you just got to watch your budget. I'm not going to throw all my money into something that's going to take a little while to sell. So I opted for these Churches. And again, that's spelled Churchs. I had heard of that for a long time. I've often heard of that brand, but I'd never seen any. I never ran into any. So, hey, Josiah, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Guys, if you don't have any questions, if you do have questions, put a question mark before and after so I can see it. And if not, we'll just call it a night. Again, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate you being here. Dan's Butterfly, thank you very much for being here. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. You will get an array of videos, whether I feel like doing a thrift haul, a ride along, or just a chat sometimes on Saturdays. I like to come in here and chat. But like I said, I was trying to practice doing a little bit more live streaming because I'm such a rookie at it. So I really thank you for being here. And let me know, like I said, if you have any questions. Let me scroll through here. I do sell vintage clothing. I have quite a few vintage items up. And I usually put my vintage clothing on Etsy, but I do put it on eBay as well because there are so many eyes on eBay that I always cross-post. I've sold vintage hats on Etsy. I have some dresses up. And okay, when you're thinking vintage, I may think 60s and 50s as well, but I also sell things from the 80s, the big oversized sweaters and the Mickey Mouse T-shirts from, back in the day, the 80s and the 90s. Those sell well. I've sold some really bold sweaters. I have one right now listed on Etsy that's gorgeous. It's got the Union Jack on it. I sold another one that I found at the Goodwill. I think it had a big lion head. Just researched it. I saw it, and it was wonderful, beautiful, with bat wing type sleeves. Looked it up really quick on there, and I sold it for close to $100 because it was really, really pretty. And yeah, it didn't take long to sell that as well. I also sell a lot of vintage bags on Etsy, but again, I never discount eBay. eBay is great for selling vintage items as well and vintage jewelry. So I do definitely cross-post all of that. But no, I sell all kinds of clothing. Like I said before, I used to sell clothing mostly because I would buy it and it wouldn't always work for me or for my daughters. So I always had clothing on the market. But then I started sourcing it because I started seeing that it was very lucrative, and I've done well with it. I haven't really looked back since. But like I said before, I do get tired of doing the same thing. One time I was looking at the blouses, and if you've ever seen a thrift store like Value Village or Family Thrift, where they used to be grocery stores. They're huge. And I was just going blouse after blouse after blouse, looking for Johnny Was, I think, is because I just found one a couple of days before at that same store. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm getting a headache. I got to see books, or I got to go see some mugs or something else. I just couldn't do it anymore. Hi there. How are you, Nora? So glad to see you. Gabby B, I'm glad you're here. Happy New Year to you as well. You're in Canada. Wow. I'm really happy to have you here. Thank you. Have you ever sold a Marc by Marc Jacob bag? I have a Marc Jacob bag that I've offered as a giveaway, and I think someone took it, but I don't think I ever sold one. And I did find it was a little suede bag by Marc Jacobs that looked vintage. It was really cute, but it was a little worn, and I left it behind in Chicago. But the bags that I'm going to show you at the next handbag haul, they are nice. They're going to be something that's going to surprise you. because they are brands that have been classics. And sometimes, you know, brands kind of go through a metamorphosis in a bad way, like almost what's the opposite of evolution? They kind of almost diffuse to a lesser brand, so that back in the day they were actually nicer, and then they started making like imitation. They started using imitation materials or compromising on the strap. So I always like to look for the vintage items as well in handbags, because sometimes you will find the better. That happens with Michael Kors a lot. Michael Kors had some awesome handbags, still do. If you love Michael Kors, don't get me wrong, they still have some nice bags, but he's saturated the market. He's used cheaper fabrics. His logo is just, to me, not as, you know, sought after as others, but his quality and his all other bags from, let's say, 10 years ago, before he really became a household name, are awesome. And I have run into those at the Goodwill. I really have. And I've liked them very much. And I have picked them up and sold them and given them away. Oh my goodness. That's funny, Nora. You've been dreaming about the jewelry jars. I go to bed watching videos too. I think I was watching prop sales last night, and they were in my dreams about. They think they bought a warehouse, or they're renting a warehouse now, and that happens to me as well. It's so funny. Thank you so much, Spencer. I really appreciate you being here. That is so funny. That is hilarious. Let me see if I have any more questions. All right. Well, I'm going to get off, guys. I really appreciate everybody being here. Little Miss Cookie, Cat. Weren't those nice shoes? Patsy Morris, how are you? Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Rose as well. Thank you for being here, Marcy. And wow, I really appreciate you guys being here. We have about 30 people watching. I'm going to let y'all go so we can go enjoy the rest of the live videos. It's a cold, icy night here in Texas. And like I said, I wanted to go ahead and take advantage of practicing the live stream and also doing this haul so I can get them listed. And who else is going live? Well, I think Margaret's going live. And I know that Nikki over at Poplar Picker is doing her listed or digit. I'm trying to get on that show because, gosh, I have some stuff in the garage I want to show her. And I really want to get on her show soon. Anyway, guys, I don't want to step on these pants. I'm going to let y'all go. Thank you, Guillermo. You have a great night as well. And I will talk to y'all soon, all right? Let me see if I can sign out now that I'm in a second window.